Hey everybody, it's George. Try to come back at you. Just want to first of all thank everybody who watched my first video. I really think it was a success personally. I had about 50 clicks. Didn't know what to expect, but certainly appreciate everybody that watched. Thank you very much. I just want to actually piggyback that particular video just for a brief moment, and we talked about 401ks and retirement funds, and someone mentioned to me recently how many 401ks have now turned into 201ks. You know, and it's sad, but that's just the way things are right now. So I wanted to kind of translate that into what it is that I'm involved in, and that what I'm showing you here today, and that's precious metals. This right here is actually, I'm going to show it to you. This is just a nice bullion piece of silver. It's 1 ounce. If you were to go ahead and try to purchase this right now, you go to your local pawn shop or somebody you purchase silver from, a silver coin actually closed the other day at $19, and there's an add-on, a little premium, maybe $20, $21, $22, over $24. So it's based on supply and demand. It's hard to get your hand on precious metals right now, and that's what that would go for. But there's also, that's the intrinsic value. You know, if you melt it down, that's what that's the value of that. And then there's what I have here, which is an MS-70 Silver Eagle. And MS is mint state 70, and the grading scale for this particular coin, it's a perfect coin. The grading scale is 1 through 70. And basically, the basic breakdown is if it's 1 to 69, it has an error. It makes either perfect or not. 70 means actually it's minted by the U.S. government and graded by one of the 3 top grading agencies as a perfect coin. I mean, not to get into the specifics here, but it doesn't have a scratch, it doesn't have a nick, it has no error. It's perfect. So you say, well, what's the difference from one or the other? Well, one difference is this MS-70 is a coin that you get in the auto ship. There's a lot of auto ships that are out there that each month you get some sort of perishable, one-time used product, and those have benefits. But with this auto ship, you actually get a precious metal sent to you. Now, it's not just a precious metal, and that's what I wanted to get into a little bit, which is why I labeled this particular video Intrinsic versus Collectable. This is something that's intrinsic, and both have intrinsic value. If you melt them both down, you're probably going to have a value of somewhere, give or take, around $20. Whereas with this one, the product that's shipped from Numis to you each month for about $100, it has a collectible value. And the MS-70 coin is unique because it's rare. There's not many of them that they mint that are perfect. So just to get your hands on one is rare. But what makes a collectible different is that at the end of the year, they stop printing those. They stop manufacturing that product. So just like they did in 2009, 2008, when 2011 comes, you won't be able to get your hands on a 2010 from the mint anymore. You have to buy it from someone who has it, and that market is where the collectible market comes into play, because people can charge what they want because they know that the value isn't there. So you say, well, how much value is there in that coin? I mean, you tell me that this coin is worth $100, $200, whereas silver itself is only worth $20. Well, yes, that very coin, this 2010 MS-70 Silver Eagle, you can go to eBay right now, and you'll see some of them transfer for $80 if they're graded by one of the top 3 grading agencies. But other ones I've seen them transfer the same MS-70 for $150. This is part of your auto ship you get for $100 each month, this MS-70. But the unique thing about it, and this is what I want to get to, and this is my point, is that it's rare. Every year it gets rarer and rarer, and harder to get your hands on. For example, there's a 1997 MS-70, just 13 years ago. Sorry, I work on my math real quick. 13 years ago, that particular MS-70 coin, made of the same thing as this one, is an intrinsic value of $20. But you know what? If you go on eBay, or you go anywhere right now, those sell for $500. How can one sell for $500 and one sell for $20? Well, you know what? The reason is because it's mint state 70. It's a perfect coin, and it's a collectible. And so because of all those variables, these, if you collect for 5 years or 10 years, likely, if history holds true, will continue to appreciate in value. And that's one reason I joined Numis Network, and there are many reasons to join Numis Network. You know, I have a saying where, you know, Numis Network is really a gold, silver, and green business. It's gold and silver because that's what we sell. That's what you get in your auto ship each month. But it's green because you know what, you make cash off it as well. And we're in a great environment where many people just say the words gold and silver and their ears perk up. And so anyway, hopefully your ears are perked up and you're interested in hearing what I have to say. Now I'm going to give you 3 resources. One is my website, which is www.evercoins.com. Secondly is my email address. I'm going to try to put it up here. It's georgechuddickjr@yahoo.com, or you can call me. I'll put my number right up on the board here. But definitely appreciate your time. Hopefully you understand the difference now between intrinsic and collectible value. And thanks so much for watching again, and we'll talk to you soon.